Do you associate yourself with this meme? Maybe you keep hearing all these buzzwords, but you still have no idea what AWS Lambda is. Well, you don't have to be afraid anymore, because in this video, I will briefly explain to you what Lambda is and what it has to offer us. Welcome to AWS Lambda, the serverless computing service provided by Amazon as part of Amazon Web Services. Lambda is a revolutionary technology that enables you to build and run applications without worrying about the underlying infrastructure. With Lambda, you can focus solely on your code, while Amazon takes care of the rest, including scaling, patching, and managing the servers. Lambda is an event-driven service that lets you execute your code automatically in response to events such as changes in data, user actions, or other triggers. This means that you don't have to worry about provisioning, managing, and scaling servers, and can instead focus on building the functionality that your application requires. Lambda supports multiple languages through the use of runtimes. For a function defined as a container image, you choose a runtime and the Linux distribution when you create the container image. To change the runtime, you create a new container image. Each major programming language release has a separate runtime that is identified with a unique runtime identifier, such as Python 3.9 or Node.js 18.x. To change a function to use a new major language version, you need to change the runtime identifier. And since Lambda cannot guarantee backward compatibility between major versions, this is a customer-driven operation. Lambda natively supports multiple languages, but you can also provide it a custom runtime to use languages like Rust or Haskell. So what is really the deal with Lambdas anyways? One of the most significant benefits of AWS Lambda is that you don't have to manage any servers, which means that you can focus solely on your code and your application's functionality. This has several key advantages. Managing servers can be a complex and time-consuming task requiring expertise in areas such as networking, security, and hardware maintenance. By eliminating the need to manage servers, AWS Lambda simplifies the development process, allowing developers to focus on writing code and building applications. Lambda is very cost-efficient. Managing servers can be expensive, requiring significant investments in hardware, software, and personnel. With AWS Lambda, you only pay for the compute time that your functions use, without having to worry about idle servers or over-provisioning. This can lead to significant cost savings, particularly for applications with fluctuating workloads or unpredictable usage patterns. This is all thanks to the Amazon's pay-as-you-go pricing model. With AWS Lambda, you'll only pay for the compute time that your functions use, with no minimum fees or upfront costs. In addition, a great benefit of AWS Lambda is that it is designed to be highly scalable, which means that it can handle a wide range of workloads, from small to extremely large, without requiring you to manually manage server resources. Lambda functions automatically scale to meet the demands of incoming requests. As the number of requests increases, Lambda automatically provisions more resources to handle the workload. Similarly, as the number of requests decreases, AWS Lambda scales down the resources it is using, which helps reduce costs. AWS Lambda is fast and responsive. It is fast because it is designed to be highly available. Lambda automatically distributes your function across multiple availability zones, which helps ensure that your function can be executed quickly and reliably, even in the event of an outage or failure. Another reason why AWS Lambda is fast is that it uses technology called containerization to isolate and run your code. When you create a Lambda function, AWS automatically creates a container that includes your code, along with any dependencies or libraries required to run your code. This container is then used to execute your function whenever it is triggered by an event. Because the container is preloaded with your code and dependencies, Lambda can execute your function quickly without the need for any startup time or initialization. This makes Lambda ideal for handling short-lived requests, such as API requests or real-time data processing. Lastly, Lambda is a highly flexible service that can integrate seamlessly with other AWS services, allowing you to integrate your functions with other AWS services, such as Amazon S3, DynamoDB, or Amazon API Gateway. Let's talk about the use cases. Lambda is a great tool for creating automated backups for your data in AWS. Using Lambda, you can automate the process of creating backups, which reduces the risk of data loss and helps you to comply with regulatory requirements. Overall, AWS Lambda is an excellent choice for hosting a Discord or Telegram bot. It's cost-effective, scalable, and integrates seamlessly with other AWS services, making it easy to build and manage your bot code. You can also build serverless websites with AWS Lambda. To build one, you first need to create your website frontend using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. You can then write your backend code in supported programming language like Node.js or Python and deploy it to a Lambda function. When a user accesses your website, their browser will make requests to the backend Lambda function, which will generate responses in real time. Lambda is also an ideal tool for building micro-ETL, extract, transform, load pipelines that are efficient, cost-effective, and highly scalable. By leveraging Lambda's event-driven architecture, you can easily build a data processing pipeline that automatically extracts data from a source, applies transformations, and loads the data into a destination. Let's talk about technology behind Lambda. AWS Lambda uses a technology called Firecracker behind the scenes. Firecracker is a lightweight, open-source virtualization technology that is purpose-built for running serverless workloads like those in AWS Lambda. Firecracker provides a secure, fast, and efficient way to isolate and run each Lambda function in its own micro VM. This allows Lambda to achieve near instantaneous startup times and enables it to scale seamlessly to handle millions of requests without requiring any additional configuration or management. Moreover, Firecracker uses industry-standard technologies such as KVM, kernel-based virtual machine, to provide a secure, isolated execution environment for Lambda functions. It also provides a high level of hardware-level isolation and security, which is critical for ensuring the privacy and security of your applications and data. In addition, Firecracker is written on Rust, a programming language that is blazingly fast, and it is known for its safety features. As Firecracker is designed to provide a fast and responsive environment for running serverless functions, Rust speed and performance capabilities help to ensure that this goal is achieved. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and you learned something new today.